been hiking a little over an hour. Not much to report. The weather has not changed one bit. A little bit of a lull here. I think I'm just below the ridge. The trail's kind of flattened out a bit. I've been seeing a lot of blowdown. Most of it is not so new that it didn't have a little trail around it already. But this one looks like it might have come down last night or the night before in one of the windstorms. Hey, it's a few minutes before noon. Stopped here at Siler's Bald for a quick snack break. I didn't really eat a complete breakfast. Fortunately, the angle of this shelter is such that it is got its kind of back corner to the wind, so I can experience the ambient temperatures without the wind chill and the driving rain back here. I'm not quite soaked through, but I'm pretty close to soaked through. Even inside my rain gear, but that's kind of how it works. The rain gear just keeps you warm while you're in the rain. It's really hard to stay warm with the wind the way it is. My fingertips and toes are both very numb right now, but you know, to keep walking is really the only way. If I were to stay put for too long, I need to put on some dry clothes, which means I need to put on my sleeping clothes. And it's too early in the day for that, so I'm going to take a snack and keep walking, I guess. We're also trying to figure out what to do because currently Newfound Gap Road to Gatlinburg is closed initially because of high winds, but now because the trees are down. So I'm not sure how long it'll take them to reopen that, so that I need to get to Gatlinburg. Surrounded by this forest of moss logs, pine trees. Feels like the wind is either being blocked by the density of the pine forest and it's just kind of blowing overhead, or I'm on the lee side of the ridge and so it's not having as strong an effect. It's definitely calmed down since I left Double Springs Gap Shelter. Made the decision to push on to Mount Collins. It's like 6 more miles. It's very magical and mysterious and kind of fairy tale. Start to see like a Mr. Tumnus. right over there in that little clearing. All right, folks, I have summited the Appalachian Trail. Due to the weather, I'm not going to take the tower trail. I'm not going to go to the tower. I've been there probably a half a dozen times. It's, socked in with fog and raining. I'm cold and I'm wet to the bone, so I'm going to head on down to Mount Collins Shelter, which is about 2 more hours of hiking, but it's all downhill. And I will check in when I get there. I suspect this trail to Mount Collins will be slow going because it is, nothing but puddles and trail stairs. It looks like. Also interesting to note, the sign back there said 4 miles. My app says 2.9 miles to the shelter. And then also I said it was all downhill, but that's not entirely true. It's also is down from Clingman's Dome and then up Mount Collins and then down to Mount Collins Shelter. So it's not huge. It's nothing like this climb I've been doing all afternoon, but it's not all downhill from here. So I have to concentrate on my footwork. Just a few minutes away from destination for today. But this is kind of what I've been walking down for the last 3 or 4 miles, well, up and down. And this is actually quite smooth. It's just a stream bed. Earlier it was much more like climbing over boulders, climbing down boulder fields with a stream cascading through the middle of it. A small one like this. And the reason I don't want to slosh right through it, because my feet are already as soaked as they can be, is it's cold. I don't need to be any colder than I already am. I was telling myself I'm not really home free until I drop my backpack, get water, and set up my hammock, and then I can put dry, warm clothes on and start boiling water to cuddle with and things like that. Anyway, almost there. We have arrived at the shelter. I do not know if anyone's here. Let's go find out. I'm all settled in at Mount Collins Shelter. It looks like it stopped raining, and I wouldn't be surprised if it rains some more tonight, but for now it's not raining. There's the shelter. And I'm over here cooking dinner, all settled in. My piles of stuff and all my wet clothes hanging from a line. You can't see it from this angle, but some piney woods were in here.